program. My name is Shannon Terry. I am the Public Information Officer for Otter County. We hope that this show will highlight some of the services and events of Otter County and provide an opportunity for residents to engage and ask us questions or contact us if you have concerns. All of our contact information will be provided throughout the show. Today our guest is Aaron Head. Aaron Head is a Green Corps member. He is Otter County's first Green Corps member. Welcome, Aaron.
Hi Shannon, thanks for having me on the show. I am working with Otter County, like you said, Otter County Solid Waste Department. I am a Green Corps member, which is an AmeriCorps program facilitated by the NPCA. So it kind of is called Green Corps because it's focused on sustainability projects. And I'm here to work with what we have in front of us, which is recycling and waste prevention, which is kind of a fun project down in solid waste.
Great. Thanks for being here. Aaron is working on recycling within Perham and Fergus Falls, and he works on a number of programs that we will talk about today. So first, Aaron, should we talk about single-sort recycling, because that is a pretty exciting event that has happened recently in Fergus Falls and Perham. And most people will have this container in Fergus Falls, and maybe we could talk about what should we put in there, what shouldn't we. So we brought some items that we would just like to maybe go over a little bit of the rules of recycling.
The rules, yeah. I think the first thing here is we have a Tide bottle or whatever laundry detergent you want to use. It has a number, which is kind of what we have on most of our signs, and on top of the bins it talks about numbers which associates with its polymer. So number one's anything that has a number we can recycle, so we would just throw it in the bin because it has a number 2 on it, and you're good to go. So there's one,
And it's mostly plastic, right, Aaron, that's going to have the numbers?
Yeah, plastic.
But sometimes we get tricked, right? So this has a number, this has a number 6, but this cannot be recycled in Otter County. We just don't recycle styrofoam. There's some tricks about plastics too, right? So maybe this could be an example?
Yeah, that's a great example. It's plastic and it doesn't have a number. Although it is plastic, we'd like to recycle it, but we can't because it doesn't have that number of its value.
So where would I put this?
That would go in your waste bin.
So unfortunately, it has to go in our garbage. Glass.
Glass. Well,
we want all the glass we can have, right?
Yeah,
it's very recyclable.
We really like the glass. Glass is a infinitely recyclable item. Also, if you have some jars you need at home, these are great for throwing up on your shelf and using later on if you need some jars. So
we'll also take cardboard. Oh, here's a trick, Aaron. What about this?
I believe that does not go in the
No,
recycling.
it doesn't. So we cannot take anything that is considered to be a carton. And the reason is this is going to have 2 types of material. They'll have plastic on the inside and cardboard on the out. So that will unfortunately have to go in the garbage. But maybe we could talk a little bit about reducing. So maybe instead of buying something in a carton that can't be recycled in Otter County, maybe we could buy it in a can. And then the can can be recycled. Or maybe we could try and purchase things, if at all possible, with this limited amount of styrofoam.
Yeah.
What else can we do? What else in Otter County to reduce our waste?
Reducing our waste, I'd say probably one of the biggest ones is our food. So if you can try to pack waste-free lunches is a massive thing. It's not always easy if you kind of change your lunch schedules or what you want to eat, but instead of packing in an individual sandwich bag each time, you could just use a Tupperware container, or you could there's this really awesome wax paper that seals really well and it heats up and then somehow stays together. It's really fantastic stuff.
Or if you want to make a lunch bag, you could go to the Otter County website and watch one of our DIY videos on how to make a homemade lunch bag.
Yeah, really cool video. And another thing is, I think this is probably one of the biggest, is a reusable cup for coffee or for water at your desk or wherever you're working. I carry mine all the time, and I kind of personalized it to make it a little more of my own to kind of keep using it.
And maybe we could talk about the garbage sort that we did this fall. So Aaron and I took the garbage from the Government Services Center of Otter County, we dumped it onto a tarp in the maintenance area, and we sorted through it. And what we found was a lot of the sandwich bags like you had described, and we saw a lot of coffee cups and beverage containers that had to be thrown away. So one piece of advice that we found, even from our own work environment, is that to use those reusable products like the bags and the coffee cups. So what if we want to recycle at a family reunion, at an event? We know that events are coming up now that spring is happening, we're going to be outside. How could we recycle in Otter Tail County at some of these events?
Yeah, we have, these are some amazing event bins we actually have right here beside you, Shannon, that are really easy to set up, and you just use your own bags, and you would just bring that to our facility, and it's great for just kind of lightweight place and really easy to pick up, and yeah.
Okay, so we will have the information. These can be rented. They're free of charge. We have up to 20 that can be checked out, just like a library book, from the Otter Tail County Recycling Redemption Center. They can also be checked out online. We have a fillable form that you can check out. You just come, you pick them up, you provide your own bag. Then the best part is just bring all of your recyclables along with the bins when you return them. So it's a really nice service, and it's something that maybe you haven't thought about for one of your events. Now I see that you brought some hazardous products that we know should not be thrown away. So we kind of talked about, okay, this can't be recycled, that has to be thrown away, but we know that these products should not be thrown away. So what should we do with this? I have a little bit left. What should I do with this product?
The best thing is to bring it to the experts, so to speak, and bring it to us at the Household Hazardous Waste in our facility on North Tower Road. And we would be able to safely dispose of this, whereas putting it down the drain, or well, it's Drano, but putting something else like some of the other cleaners down the drain, where it becomes something like a problem for the wastewater treatment plant. It's always a good thing, along with batteries, I believe.
Right, we want batteries, fluorescent light bulbs, your oil paint, your latex paint, all of that you can take to the Household Hazardous Waste facility. Also, if any of this is left, we really, as we talked about before, encourage reuse. So if you have a product that you need, such as paint, or maybe some car products, gardening, we have a lot of gardening products available, just come to like Household Hazardous Waste facility on North Tower Road in Fergus Falls, and you can pick some of these up at our free product exchange.
And it's really easy. I've actually picked up a couple cans of spray paint for just little projects. Now that it's starting to thaw out outside, so it's really easy. You just walk in, say hi to the guys, really nice, and pick it up and sign it out, and you're good to go. So really awesome program there.
Yes, and we also have another program in Otter Tail County where we are collecting boat wrap and egg wrap. So this will be our 3rd year of collecting boat wrap this summer. We feel that we're collecting almost all of the boat wrap in Otter Tail County from dealers to get recycled, and what it's recycled into is garbage bags. So we take this, we collect it from all of the boat dealers. We also have a program through Otter Tail County, and farmers are participating and partnering, and we get this recycled and it is made into garbage bags. The garbage bags can then be used through the county, our department has the garbage bags. Yep. And so we really have that closed loop recycling. So these are just a few of the services that the Solid Waste Department provides through Otter Tail County. If you have questions or need more information, please contact us. So thank you, Aaron, for being here.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Thank you, Otter Tail Telecom, for our show, and live your best life here.
The Perm Resource Recovery Facility is a waste-to-energy facility located in Perm, Minnesota that processes municipal solid waste and generates steam that is utilized by Bongards Creameries and Tuffy's Pet Foods. Operated by the Prairie Lakes Municipal Solid Waste Authority, the Perm facility processes garbage from 5 counties including Becker, Clay, Ottertail, Todd, and Wadena. The facility receives about 170 tons of garbage each day and processes about 62,000 tons each year. Most of the waste that comes into the Perm facility is processed or sorted in the Materials Recovery Facility, or MRF for short. The idea is to remove items that don't burn well and recycle them if possible. You can see the MRF on the north side of the building. Waste is delivered to the facility and dumped on the tipping floor. A payloader moves waste around and loads it onto a large conveyor where the sorting process starts. The MRF consists of a series of conveyors, sorting platforms, magnets, and other equipment that cleans the waste. Although many of the materials removed from the waste stream are recyclable, this system is not designed to replace a traditional recycling program. The materials removed from this process have a negative effect on air emissions and are abrasive on equipment. Removal of these items improves air quality and extends life of equipment. All incoming waste enters the MRF on the sort line, where 6 sort line operators remove bulky items, corrugated cardboard, metal, and electronics. After the initial sort line, all garbage enters the trommel, a spinning cylinder with different sized holes. Knives inside the trommel open up garbage bags to get all the waste into the open. The first half of the trommel has small holes that allow fine materials such as gravel, glass, and cat litter to fall through. The second half of the trommel has larger holes designed for cans and bottles to fall through. Fines pass over a disc screen to make sure no large pieces of paper end up in the fines container. The large orange box is an eddy current, which works like a reverse magnet to remove aluminum from the waste stream. A sort line operator runs quality control on all metal pulled off from the eddy current. All waste through the MRF will pass under 2 magnets and an eddy current, so there is very little metal in the final waste stream. By the time it gets to this point, the waste stream is made up mostly of paper, plastic, and other burnable items. This conveyor delivers waste back to the tipping floor. Another sort line operator conducts a quality control check on all metal going to the baler. This ensures only ferrous metal will get baled. Ferrous metal, aluminum cans, and cardboard that are all pulled off the line are all baled into uniform blocks. Bales are stacked in the storage area until there is enough to ship to an end market, where each material is recycled into something new. Over 1,500 tons of recyclable material is pulled from the waste stream and shipped each year. When waste leaves the MRF, it has a light and fluffy structure that makes it ideal for burning. Waste re-enters the tipping floor and it falls off the end of the conveyor onto the floor where it is pushed into the pit. Waste can also be redirected onto the tipping floor to be brought elsewhere. Large quantities of the same waste, such as potato byproducts, are often not sent through the MRF, but can be mixed with processed waste to create a more balanced fuel. A large claw that is controlled by 2 joysticks in a control room pick up waste from the pit and raise it to the top of the building. The claw can handle several 100 pounds of waste with each grasp. Notice how stringy the garbage can be with long pieces of plastic. 2 feed chutes at the top of the building allow waste to enter the incineration units. There are 2 burners in the facility, a north unit and a south unit. Each unit has its own boiler, which allows operators to shut one down for maintenance while the other can remain operational. Waste passes through the incinerator where it is burned at around 1800 degrees. Steam is created from the heat and the remaining ash is hauled to a nearby ash landfill. Incinerating waste reduces the volume by about 80%. Extensive scrubbing and cleaning removes pollutants and harmful chemicals from the exhaust leaving the facility. During normal operations, the Perm facility produces about 1 million pounds of steam per day. This steam is utilized by 2 businesses just down the road in Perm, Bongards Creameries and Tuffy's Pet Foods. There is also a steam generation turbine that can produce electricity when needed. The Perm Resource Recovery Facility provides the area a long-term viable solution for waste disposal while assisting 2 neighboring businesses with their steam production needs. The facility also provides 33 full-time jobs for the community.